Hello, welcome to my series about all Chopin Mazurkas. Today we continue our journey through Opus 63, the last opus published during Chopin's life. The second Mazurka in this opus is a very sad Mazurka. It starts immediately from this code or the DNA of all the opus. If you listen to my former video, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this very thing which connects all three mazurkas in the opus together. So I call it the DNA of the mazurkas, or a code of the mazurkas, whatever you like. It was a suspension, so suspended chords, and here we have immediately at the beginning we immediately know, oh, this is 63, opus 63. It cannot be any other opus. So, and also if you carefully listen to left hand first note and right hand first note, we have the interval which cause a deep pain inside, well, in our ears, but also in our souls, and that's, I think, probably what Chopin wanted to achieve. Let's just listen to this mazurka at first. Very sad, melancholic, full of pain, and this famous żal, so missing the country, missing family, written by a man who soon will be dead, who in 3 years from this mazurka Chopin died. So and as I said in my previous video about this opus, probably he felt that his days are counted, as we say. Well, but anyway, what is so special, because this definitely is very special, innovative even, I would say. There is something very special in this mazurka, which I would like to show you. First of all, the way how the melody is constructed. Let's focus on the melody itself, because usually when we listen to any melody on the concert, on any piece, it's our subconscious which absorb the energy of the music. And only later our conscious also works. But here what we have, of course, we start from a deep pain, the suspension, and then we go down. So let's listen to the first phrase. We go down, and then, and what here is so special? The beginning is very natural, but then we have going up, and then our subconscious is expecting the same thing. So but we have the different rhythm, pa pa pam, pam pa pam. So it's a little bit unpredictable. And then the second phrase is the same, but from a different note. And now our subconscious is expecting what? Listen this. That's how it should sound, but it doesn't. But we have another unpredictable moment. So it's full of this very little details which make this piece unique and genius. Let's listen to the whole phrase again. Now. And now the same. And now. And now repeat it. And now it should be the same. But it's not. First of all, the rhythm is also different. And again, we have the major instead of minor. So it's full of things that we cannot predict, and that's why it's so beautiful. And after that is something unbelievable. Listen. What we have here in 4 bars, when Chopin comes from F, this note, until this note, it's an octave. Believe it or not, but Chopin uses all the 12 tones to reach this F, all the 12 tones. So it's a 12-tone technique. It's the technique which was created by Arnold Schoenberg at the beginning of the 20th century. Here we have it in Mazurka Op.63 number 2. Well, it's really special. It definitely shows us that Chopin is experimenting. He's experimenting with new techniques and is trying to look for some new ways of composing. But Chopin was not the first composer who wrote something in 12-tone technique. Johann Sebastian Bach also wrote a few fugues which use 12 tones or almost 12 tones. But also there is a piece which I'm working on right now, which is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart Concerto number 24 in C minor. And the first theme of this concerto, the first theme also uses 12 tones. Let's listen how it sounds. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And until here we have all the 12 tones. And so on. So 12-tone technique in the Mozart concerto. Amazing, isn't it? And Chopin is using here the same thing. is the way of using 12-tone technique and still keep the music beautiful. Okay, and now we have part B. Part B is rather simple. It's like a folk melody. What is so special here is that we never have one. Always in Mazurka we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here we don't have one. We have only 2 and 3. Pam, pa, pam, pa, pa. And now here we have the dialogue. Very important. This motif is very important because later this dialogue will continue. So there is a woman dancing. And now dialogue continues. And here we have a new melody. And this melody brings us back to the beginning of the piece. This melody is mysterious. For me, it's a kind of a little bit glimpse of the next mazurka, which we have. Very similar melody. What we have here. Similar. So anyway, not the same, but who knows? Maybe it's just a new melody, or maybe this is a kind of expectation to show us what we should expect in the next mazurka in this opus. But all this part B is very well. It's very folk indeed, but we are missing something, and this something is one. So we. It should be like this, but we have. This dialogue of two people continues. And the new melody. Suspension, pain at the beginning. And that's how it ends. So it's rather simple, because when part A comes back, we have no changes whatsoever. So Chopin resigns from something that he was doing in all the mazurkas, well, from the later period. At the end of his life, he wants to be simple again. So no changes, and a rather short piece. This mazurka is very short, but also deep, and we have a lot of inner message inside. Thank you very much for watching, and I invite you for my next episode about the last mazurka in this opus, and the last mazurka published during Chopin's life. Thank you very much. Bye bye.